Have you ever noticed how some men barely seem to try, yet women keep thinking about them, while others put in endless effort and still get overlooked? It feels unfair at first glance, doesn't it? But here's the deeper truth. What creates real attraction isn't just money, looks, or smooth talking. It's psychology. It's the way a man carries himself, the way he thinks, and the way he lives his life. When you understand these principles, everything shifts. Instead of chasing, you start becoming the one who is chased. Let's break it down. First comes mystery. People are naturally drawn to what they don't fully understand. If you reveal everything about yourself too quickly, your emotions, your plans, your struggles, you remove that sense of curiosity. And once curiosity disappears, attraction often fades with it. Think about a movie where you already know the ending. It loses its excitement. In the same way, when you become too predictable, the emotional pull weakens. A composed man doesn't overshare. He speaks with intention, leaves space, and lets others discover him over time. That sense of not fully knowing is what keeps someone thinking about you. Second is emotional control. This is where most men struggle. They react too quickly, get jealous easily, or seek constant reassurance. But real strength lies in control. When something doesn't go your way, like a delayed reply or mixed signals, you don't lose your balance. You stay steady. That calm energy is powerful because it signals confidence. When you're not desperate for attention, it creates a subtle tension that makes others wonder about you, and that curiosity often pulls them closer.
Third is presence. Real presence. Not just texting or being online, but being fully there in the moment. When you're with someone, give them your undivided attention. Maintain eye contact. Listen carefully. Speak with calmness instead of rushing. In a world full of distractions, genuine presence feels rare, and anything rare instantly becomes valuable. When someone experiences that level of attention, it stays in their mind long after the moment is over. Fourth is detachment. This doesn't mean you don't care, it means you don't cling. Many people confuse love with constant attention, but too much of it can feel overwhelming. When you give space, attraction has room to grow. A grounded man enjoys connection, but he doesn't depend on it. If someone pulls away, he doesn't chase aggressively. He stays centered. This creates a powerful dynamic because people value what they feel they could lose, and that possibility of losing you increases their investment. Fifth is self-mastery. Before expecting attention from others, you have to build control over your own life. Discipline stands out. A man who takes care of his body, works toward his goals, learns continuously, and avoids distractions carries a different kind of energy. It shows in the way he speaks, walks, and makes decisions. That kind of consistency builds respect, and respect is a major foundation of attraction. Sixth is purpose. This is one of the biggest factors. When someone makes another person their entire world, they lose their own identity. But when you have a mission, something meaningful you're working toward, you naturally become more focused and driven. People are drawn to those who have direction. When your life already has meaning, your attention becomes valuable. It's no longer something given freely, it's something earned. And that shift changes everything.
Seventh is unpredictability, but in a balanced way. This isn't about playing games or being inconsistent. It's about avoiding monotony. Life shouldn't feel like a repeating pattern. Small surprises, new ideas, and different experiences keep emotions alive. When someone can't fully predict your next move, it creates excitement. But at the same time, your core personality remains steady. That mix of stability and variation creates a strong emotional impact. Now, imagine two different men. The first one gives everything immediately. Constant messages, too much availability, no clear direction in life. At first, it might seem appealing, but over time, it becomes predictable, and predictability often leads to boredom. The second man moves differently. He doesn't rush. He maintains composure. He focuses on his own growth while still being present. He doesn't cling, yet he doesn't disappear completely either. His life has direction. His actions have intention, and his energy feels balanced. Naturally, he leaves a stronger impression. Over time, people start thinking about him more. They wonder what he's doing, what he's thinking, and when they'll see him again. Not because he tried too hard, but because he understood how to manage himself. And that's the key point. This isn't about manipulating anyone. It's about becoming someone who is naturally respected, someone who has control over his emotions, and someone who values his own time and energy. Most people give away their power without realizing it. They chase attention, over-explain themselves, or try too hard to prove their worth. But real strength doesn't work that way. It comes from self-control, patience, and clarity.
When you build those qualities, you don't need to force attraction. It happens on its own. So the choice is simple. You can continue following the same patterns as everyone else, chasing, hoping, and overthinking, or you can start applying these principles in your daily life. And when you do, you'll notice something interesting. You won't feel the need to chase anymore, because the right people will naturally start moving toward you. If this perspective made you think, don't just move on. Take a moment and reflect. What's the one area you need to improve the most? That's where your real growth begins.